Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to Movie Notions. Today, we are going to be talking about A Futile and Stupid Gesture, which is the new Netflix original movie that is a biopic about Doug Kenny. Now, if you don't know who Doug Kenny is, that's okay. I didn't either, but I also didn't realize that I am a big fan of the work that he has done, or that he did, I should say. Doug Kenny is the man that's responsible for creating the National Lampoon brand, the magazine that was very popular in the 70s and 80s, the movies that are so popular, including Animal House, Caddyshack, Airplane, the vacation movies, all that. So I've been a really big fan of his work for a long time now, and I just didn't know who he was. And in fact, it starts out that way. He says, Martin Mull plays him as an older person and says, "Hi, I'm Doug Kenny, the man you've never heard of." And it goes into there. And it's really just a story about how he started in college, how he met his business partner, and how it goes through the whole creation of the magazine, all the hurdles they had to go through, the fact that it's a full comedic, sort of risque magazine, if you know what I mean. And it just sort of goes through all that, how the humor was kind of on the cusp of being just over the top or everything, and how they would just do that, and how they went through all of the advertisers, how they had to get those, the censors, all of them, how they found such great comedians such as Chevy Chase, John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, how they went through all of that and how it all came together like that. So it's really interesting how that all happened. And everything is told, like I said, from the viewpoint of Doug Kenny. In fact, it's told as an older person, and how his younger person, played by Matt Forte, really goes through and how everything is done. It's his relationship with Lorne Michaels when they create SNL. It's how they wrote Animal House, what has become and what has always really been the best comedy movie of all time. Still, in my opinion, not just my opinion, tons of opinions out there. What he went through with Caddyshack and everything, and sort of how his life rose and fall through all of that. And it was just a very interesting story, and it was very well put together. All of the actors that were in it were playing, most of the time, other actors. Okay, for example, Seth Green played Christopher Guest, and it was other things along those lines. And it had his relationship with all those different people, the idea behind all of this, how little budget money was used to them, and how they made it into all of this. And it also showed how it affected his personal life and how he really went back and forth on all of that. It was a very good biopic. That's two this month that Netflix has really put out that has been really, really good. The other one being The Polka King that I reviewed a couple weeks ago. I'll put the link to that one in the description if you're interested in that. That starred Jack Black. But Futile Stupid Gesture, if you don't know, that is a reference to a big line in Animal House, and I really can't tell you what that line is or the context, because it would give away a major plot spoiler for that movie, and I don't want to do that. It's one of those movies you really have to see. But basically it says, this situation calls for a futile and stupid gesture, and it goes to one of probably the funniest scenes of all time in a comedy movie. And that is really what this whole movie is about, how his whole life is a futile and a stupid gesture, and how he just wants to make people laugh, wants to make people happy, and how he goes about doing that. When it comes to my opinion, was it a good movie? I'm going to say yes. I enjoyed this movie. Like I said, I had a personal investment when I found out what exactly he did and who this man was. So it was a very good movie. It was entertaining, obviously. It had sort of the comedy that you had in these shows and how it related to his life and how it all goes back and forth, just how it's really well done. So it was very entertaining, especially, like I said, for someone who has grown up on that. Would I recommend it? Check it out. It's on Netflix. Really check it out. Now, here's the kicker. If you are not familiar with the National Lampoon brand of comedy, as I said, it's pretty risque, it's pretty over the top, and it's pretty inappropriate. In fact, it's very, very inappropriate at times. And this movie really, really hits that on the head. Not only with the National Lampoon brand, but also how that related to Doug Kenny's life and everything like that. So when it comes to age appropriateness, 18. 18, maybe 17, but more 18 if you're going to show this to a child. It is not the most appropriate movie, but it's hilarious and it's very informative. I don't know how historically accurate it is, but I did enjoy it from the movie making standpoint and how it follows the story. But anyway, that is A Futile and Stupid Gesture. Like I said, it's a new movie out on Netflix right now. You can check it out, about Doug Kenny and his creation of the National Lampoon brand, from his humble beginnings to how it is. If you like movies like, especially Netflix originals or something like that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. and you won't miss one. And what I like to say about that. And also, if you could drop a like on this video if you do like these. Netflix ones, I've gotten some mixed reviews on whether people like it or not. So if you do like these, please be sure to hit that like button and let me know that you want to see more of these. Also, if you want to see me review a movie that has done sort of through the National Lampoon scenario, go ahead and put the title of that down below, and I'll see if I can get to it. Now, I would really enjoy hearing what sort of movies you want me to talk about with those. Like I said, I'm a fan of pretty much all of them, so I will definitely do it. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. God bless all of you. And that's a wrap.